This video is about installing an Edubuntu image. For the purposes of this presentation, we have saved an image on a USB. Place this USB in the USB slot and turn on the computer. Once the computer boots up, you will find that it will take you to this screen. It has 5 options, and what you need to do is click on Install Edubuntu. Once you have made this selection, you will find that it will show the following screen. The next screen will ask you to select the language that the system will operate on. Now in this case, we would like you to select English. Once the selection has been made, once you have clicked on English, you click on Continue, which is at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. In the next step, make sure the first box is ticked, which says that your system has at least 8.6 gigabytes of space. And also make sure that the bottom box, which says install this third-party software, that box is ticked as well. The next screen that will appear has a few options. Our suggestion for this first installation is not to worry about ticking any of the boxes. In this next step, what you do is select the package that you want for your school, and our advice is to select the first one and then the second one and the third one if you have a primary school. For a high school, you can pick on all 4 or 5 as the options. Now in this case, choose the first option, which says erase the disk and install Edubuntu, which means that it will clean anything that was on the machine. And this will now tell you that it's going to use 160 gigabytes, or as the case may be with your hard drive. The next screen that will appear will ask you to say, well, what time zone are you in? And in this case, select Fiji time as the option, and it will set the computer to Fiji time. In this screen, you are being asked to select the keyboard. Just select English US, which is the first option. In this case here, you are writing the name of the computer, putting some identifiers in. Have a look at the notes. It explains a bit more about how this needs to be set up. Make sure if you're choosing a password, that password is something that you can recall, and if need be, put in the machine again. Our suggestion is do not tick require my password to log in. Select login automatically. Once you have done all this, you're pretty much set to sit back and wait until the computer installs the system. And once you have got to the end, and this would take a few minutes, it will tell you that the installation is complete. You may see this screen at different times during the installation. And once the installation is complete, you restart the computer and this screen will appear. And it has all the options on the left hand side. You may also see this screen after you have restarted the machine, which says incomplete language support. Just close this screen each time it appears. If there are any issues with the install, try and install it from the USB device, and that is done by pressing the F10 key on the keyboard. And once you press the F10 key, it will then give you the options that we saw in the previous screen, which appears as follows. And this is where you say, well, installation needs to happen from the USB device. And that's basically it. Have a look at the notes, and hopefully the installation occurs with limited fuss.